All right, we're live. Road to Memphis. Road to Memphis 2. Episode 2 of Road to Memphis. And we got a good one tonight. Starting a little earlier than people were anticipating. Eileen's got a lot of things going on, so she's got to cut it a little short. So we wanted to maximize the time as much as we could. But Jamie, good to see you. And we're not gonna do too much with that. I'll give you the get the applause ready real quick. We'll bring the Eileen, and we also got the amazing Nicole Butler Vegas with us. And here's your, you get this. Oh, now it doesn't want to do it. There you go. Give you your round of applause. So we got a great show tonight. One of your guests that you're bringing in, and I know how excited you are to bring her in.
Absolutely.
Eileen Dietz from The Exorcist, and she's working on some great films. And one of the people she's working with is the talented Nicole Butler Vegas. So we're going to talk about that. First, we'll bring up Nicole Butler Vegas. Give her a round of applause. We'll let Eileen get a little bit ready. She's getting her camera ready to look all pretty for everybody. We had some technical difficulties, but we managed. We're here. And I know you've worked with Eileen and how much you love Eileen. And it kind of worked out, the stream that we had. And you brought on Eileen to talk about Desert Fiends. And it kind of grew. And I was like, hey, yeah, she'd be great at Memphis. And Jamie's like, I've been wanting to have her. So worked out really perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, the legendary, the amazing Eileen Dietz. The talented Eileen Dietz. Welcome back again. I know how busy you are and how much you got going on. So I really appreciate you taking the time to come hang out with us, all the fans, and tell them what you're up to and talk a little bit about Memphis and some of these awesome projects you're also involved in. Of course, The Exorcist, amazing film.
You have half an hour?
I got a half an hour. We got as much time as you or little as
No,
you. This is all
I'm
about
kidding.
you.
Actually, right now, I'm going out of the country tomorrow. And then I come back and then I shoot a film for one day. And then I'm going to Puerto Rico and to do a convention. And then I come back and I'm going to Spokane to do a convention. And then I'm coming to do your show.
Awesome.
You're
And
a
then I'm
busy
doing
lady.
a film in December. And but that's in December. I actually have a couple weeks off.
Well, you deserve a couple weeks off. And that's why I really appreciate you taking the time, because I know how busy you are, and the fact that you came on, I'm truly grateful, especially leaving tomorrow. Very honored, and I'm excited to talk to you again. You were so much fun the last time. We had such a good time that it truly is an honor to come and hang out with you one more time here. And now you get to meet Jamie. You're going to really enjoy Jamie. You're going to meet my parents. I'm bringing my guys with me. So we're bringing a lot of people with us too.
How old are your kids?
Well, they're not kids. They're my guys I take care of. They're grown adults with learning disabilities and stuff like that, special needs. Or I don't like to say special needs. I say special talents. They really are. Each one has some amazing things that they do.
How old are they?
They range from 60 to early 40s.
Wait. Your kids? You're talking about other
Oh,
kids?
I have two kids. One biological. I have a daughter. She was born in 97, so she's almost hitting 30. It's crazy how fast they grow. And then I have another son that's the same age, born a few months before. That's not biologically mine, but I took care of him since he was about 3, and I'm not with his mom anymore, and he's almost 30. So I kind of became like a second dad to him. And he actually came. Yes, too fast. He actually, a couple of years ago, I hadn't seen him in a while because he's in Canada, and he came out to Denver at Crypticon when they did Crypticon out there. It had been probably 15, 16 years since I'd seen him. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. That's the convention thing. It brings people together.
And that's the truth. Yeah, I think
is.
people have as much fun at conventions seeing their friends as they do seeing us.
Oh, it's true though, but it's all a big family thing, and I think it's a special experience when you get to meet somebody like Eileen, and you get to know him as a person, and you get to sit there and talk to him for a few minutes, and see more than the person that's, behind in front of the camera, what they're like as a real person. And Eileen's been great. I cannot wait to meet you in person, Eileen. And I'm hoping Nicole can go. That would be double trouble right there.
I don't know when it is. So when is this? Can you give a heads up where what convention Eileen is going to be at?
It's going to be Memphis MonsterCon. I'll let you handle that, Jamie.
Yeah, Memphis MonsterCon, November 8th and 9th. Memphis, Tennessee.
You talking to me?
Everyone. Say it again, Jamie.
It's Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis MonsterCon, November 8th.
I'm lost. If you want anybody wants to talk to me, say Eileen first. 'Cause I'm lost.
So he just shared the convention because I never heard. I'm new to the conventions and everything, and he's going. He said it's when, Jamie?
November 8th and 9th.
November 8th and 9th, and what location?
Memphis, Tennessee.
That sounds kind of fun. You're going to be there, Eileen? Eileen, are you going?
Yeah, that's why we're doing this show.
She's a guest going. And it's so exciting to have, because you've been
I
on
don't
with
have my
Jamie.
airline reservation yet, but that's a long story.
That's all right. We're going to make sure you get there, whether we have to bring a horse and buggy or Jamie will come down there and piggyback ride you down there. We're going to make sure it happens.
Yeah, well, Chris will talk to you about that too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll get it all figured out and stuff. And, I
I'm
wouldn't
not.
worry about that. I'm really excited about this show. Jamie's got some great guests, including you. She was the first guest announced, wasn't she?
She was one of the
I
first.
can't hear Jamie at all.
I'm not doing a whole
I
lot
can
of
hear
talking.
you guys just fine, but I can't hear Jamie.
You can't hear her now?
I can't hear Jamie.
You hear me now?
You can't hear. She can't hear you. I'll translate for you.
Just talk like this.
He was saying Memphis. We were talking about Memphis MonsterCon, and Nicole was asking the dates, and he was letting everybody know it's in Memphis, Tennessee, November 8th and 9th, and it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I was there last year. It was the first show. Jamie and his family, and I love conventions that are about family. Jamie's is big on the family aspect and involving everybody in the community and bringing a great community together in Des Moines, because there's nobody else in Des Moines doing horror conventions. And this man's a Comic-Con guy, but he's like, we need more horror.
Yes, we do.
We need more what? Conventions?
Horror conventions in Des Moines, because there's none in Des Moines.
Yeah, I've never been there, but we got too many horror conventions in some places.
Yeah, sometimes it
Cannibalizing each other.
Yeah. But this area, a lot of people haven't had a chance to experience horror conventions in Des Moines, and that's what makes it real special. And last year, Jamie brought in some amazing people. My mom had the time of her life. Some of the great people.
Wait. Jamie, you do a convention in Memphis and Des Moines?
No, just Memphis.
Did I say Des Moines? I meant Memphis. I'm sorry.
You said Des Moines 3 times.
Oh my mouth works faster than my brain.
I know, me too.
But yeah, Memphis. I don't know why I'm saying Des Moines, but Memphis, it's a great show. And for whatever reason, I was saying Des Moines, but Memphis doesn't have any horror conventions out there. Jamie's the first one really bringing it there. And last year,
I've never been to Des Moines.
Oh well, yeah, I have. Well, I have, but I was supposed to be there this year. It didn't happen. But long
Do they have
story
a convention
short,
in Des Moines?
What's that?
Do they have a convention?
They
in
do.
Des Moines?
They do, but not. I don't know if a horror convention. They did horror last year, but they didn't GalaxyCon, but they turned it to just straight anime again. So it was a little different. I wasn't able to make it this year, unfortunately, but I'm looking forward to Memphis, Tennessee. And actually, a lot of people, we might be bringing some extra people. I do need to talk to you, Jamie, after the show or soon, because I know a lot of our individuals want to go see Graceland and come to Memphis, and we're kind of looking into that.
What do I want to talk to Jamie about?
No, I was saying with Jamie, I'm bringing some of my people. I need to talk to Jamie about some things with the hotel, because I'm going to be bringing some extra support for everybody at this convention.
I'd like to share a story about getting together with Eileen like a year or two back. We went to this place called Nightmare Cafe. We're really hungry too. And somebody was very starstruck with Eileen, and it was a waitress, and she was so nervous that she wouldn't come to our table. And I was like, I will just take Eileen because she's like this big, and we'll just put her over there because I'm really hungry. But there's so many people that love Eileen, love her charisma. Every time I've been on set with her, she just really just makes it so much better. Just the way she is with people. I seen her at a convention too, and there is so many people. Like she doesn't get to just have a break too. I want to say thank you for all the hard work you do, Eileen. Not just on camera, but off behind the scenes. Just a amazing human being, and she has so much insight with being in film for so long. And I love that she really takes time with her fans and she really truly cares. And I love that part about her. So I just want to say thank you, Eileen, for doing everything.
Nicole, thank you. I mean, I think, I feel so blessed, I mean, how many people in the world or the country get to do what we do? 1/8 of something percent, there aren't that many of us. It's like probably less than a basketball team.
Well, there's certain ones that embrace
But
the fans.
there's not that many of us, and I don't know how people cannot feel so grateful, without. People always say without sounding like a Pollyanna. I don't mind sounding like a Pollyanna. But how can we not be grateful that I can go out and make a living? And believe me, every day and every night before I go to bed, I can make a living signing my name. Sometimes I'm signing my name and I go, oh my God, people are paying me to sign my name, on pictures and merchandise. How amazing is that, And I don't have to work for a living.
But that's
And I'm doing all these films. So, yeah, life's pretty incredible.
But that means a lot to the fans when you embrace them. It does. It goes a long way with conventions because not every celebrity thinks that way. And I've met some amazing ones, and a lot of them do. But the special ones that the fans really embrace, like yourself, it's because you embrace them back. They embrace you and you embrace them back. And that goes a long way, especially with the way conventions and everything is done now. It's a big part of being a part with your fans and
all the
getting their support.
What do you call them? The people that dress up?
The cosplayers. Jamie's got a bunch of cosplayers coming in. So you're going to be seeing a lot over in Memphis.
They said there's going to be 100 cosplays in the convention I'm going to. 100.
The cosplays
and some
are
of them
my
become really
favorites,
stars too.
So the ones who walk on stilts are still the ones that I get blown away by because they're walking. I can't walk on my 2 feet. They're walking on stilts and they're walking through crowds. It's unreal. But yeah, there's some great cosplayers out there. Great.
When I just was in San Antonio at a convention, and the stilts, I think I've never seen the stilts being that big. I mean, really, I think the stilts were like 10 feet high.
Yeah.
Maybe not that high, but you know what I mean?
By the time they're standing on it, they might be 15 feet. By the time they're on them, I've seen them 15, 16 feet easy.
Oh, easy. I don't know about feet. He was probably 20 feet or something.
He could have been, yeah. Well, it felt like it anyway, right?
What if he got an itch on his foot?
Well, that's it. I guess he's gonna have to lift up his other stilt and try to scratch it, But
it's absolutely phenomenal. As soon as, and I've done a lot of makeup stuff for some films that never came out, or did. I did a film. I went to Turks and Caicos. It was a hard job. Someone had to do it. And the minute they put the thing on, because I only had one eye, my eye started itching. It's just phenomenal. God is laughing at us going, I'm going to make your eye itch. And then you start kind of just pressing it and not ruining your makeup and stuff.
Well, Joe Castro's the guy who'll make your eye itch, and I'll be seeing him at Scarefest. But that's the guy who'll make your eyes itch with the stuff because he does all that makeup. It makes me itchy seeing some of the stuff he does. But
was it his special effects? Who did your special effects? Who did your special effects at Turks and Caicos? And how long did you have to have that eye patch on for? How long did Eileen? How long did you have that eye patch on for?
No, hours. I played an apparition from the 1850s, and I got to wear this big, beautiful dress, like that we've all seen in Gone with the Wind and stuff like that. And it was a big, big hoop dress, but with this really bad looking face. And yeah, it took about 3 hours to put the makeup on and about an hour and a half to take it off. And I wanted to go swimming in well, it wasn't really Turks and Caicos. It was a little island off there that was called Grand Turk Island. And they only had banks.
Oh.
Everything else had to be brought in. But yeah, they only had banks. So yeah, I've done a lot of fun stuff. I did a soap opera in the Bahamas.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
I said,
You've
this
done a
is
lot
work.
of things. You know, a lot of people know you from The Exorcist, but you've been doing some amazing things. Like we were talking about Fuzz on the Lens of Normal Attraction. Love that movie. Working with Sean C. Phillips and Nicole Butler Vegas here, doing some amazing things. Escape to Hell, Desert Fiends. And I'm
Rob
sure
Zombie.
yeah. I mean, I know Nicole, and she talks great about everybody, but you are one of her favorite people. I know that already. That's why when you said you were coming on, you're like, we got to bring on Nicole and all these cool films they're doing. If you haven't watched Desert Fiends yet, guys, our buddy Kyle Rappaport's out there. He was in the movie as well. You can check it out on Tubi or Amazon, and it's a wild.
I like my great improv line. Should we save it for the people to go see it, or should I tell you?
You did good. She hasn't seen it yet, but I got obviously for Escape to Hell. She has really great scenes with Jenna Jameson, Todd Bridges, her husband, Tom Albany. Tom did great. We had Eric Roberts in the scenes with her. She really brought it. So we love Escape to Hell. That so far has been my favorite. The scenes with her and Todd Bridges, I'm gonna say in the bed. Sorry. Little tidbits, gotta wait. She did great. She did great with Michael Monaghan.
I hire her for my PR.
Yeah. No, but you did, and and the way you came across too, and very loving. And then at the end, there were some other things that happened that you're very proud to stop somebody, you and Todd Bridges, from unaliving. That's how they talk. That's how they talk nowadays. I'm just saying. But you've done so good. And I just love how you care about people. She's extremely talented. It's never like you have to redirect her. She just knows. And she does a lot of non-union films too, it's great to have the opportunity to have a talent that can bring such insight and experience to the set. It really does make a difference. So.
Well, once again, I did a movie called Night of the Caregiver that has gotten 1 million views on YouTube. 1 million views.
Well, I'm gonna have to make it 1,000,001.
But if any of you guys are really looking for a fun movie, it's basically a 2-character movie where I hire these caregivers every other year. And I started out being very sweet and very, very nice, teas and cookies and stuff. And, well, you got to see the movie. But I just found out it got 1 million views. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
I should have a back end.
Can you
we'll make sure we share it out too in the Doomsday Script group. I know Nicole shares out everything as well. And we'll
if you're sharing it out, I did a wonderful little short film. It's actually called Okeechobee, but I think they're going to change it. That's the name of a town in Florida. But I played a woman who catfished this guy. And they made my hair red. I mean, red streaks. I had tattoos everywhere. And it's like he walks into the room and he goes, "Where's B?" And I go, "I'm B." He said, "No, you're not. B is 40 years old." I said, "Does that mean you don't like me?" So, yeah, it's just, and Michael would kill me if I don't mention Grandma's Cookies, which is a horror comedy short. And actually, I've won 3 Best Actor awards for that. And right now that's on YouTube, and it's called Grandma's Cookies. And the film's won, all these awards too. It's again, I play someone that's really sweet.
But with a twist. Do you like those? I mean, those seem like fun roles for an actor and actress. If you go and you're playing something so nice, kind of like Kathy Bates, but you got that. You can just switch it to something so evil and disturbing. I mean, as an actor and actress, or even somebody who loves watching films, how cool is it to play that kind of character?
Well, it's a fun thing about I only shoot horror except for this girl who was catfished. Was a catfisher. Does that work? But basically, I only shoot horror, and so I get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, before I forget, and I feel terrible, and I hadn't even posted it today because I've been on the go all day. I want to wish my dad a happy 77th birthday. Spent the day together, had a great time. You'll meet my dad and my mom in November. So I'm excited to have them meet you. Jamie's met them. They're a lot of fun. My mom's a character in her own right. So I'm excited for them to meet you as well. But big happy birthday, Dad. Love you.
Happy birthday!
Oh, you're speaking. Here's my
Happy
mom right
birthday
now.
to you. Happy birthday to you.
I didn't think they'd be up
Happy
still.
birthday,
Dear Dad.
dear Daddy. Happy
He's
birthday
actually John
to
as well. He's
you.
John Senior. I'm John Junior.
Yes.
But that you
Where
got,
do
you
you
got-
Where do you live? You live in Kentucky?
I live in Missouri. My parents live
Missouri.
in Florida. I'm from the East Coast though. I was born in Jersey, Pequannock, and then I grew up in upstate New York for a little while, and then I lived in Massachusetts for some years. So I got a whole septic of accents and stuff. And
Where do you live in Missouri?
I'm south of Kansas City. I'm in a town called
Oh,
Harrisonville.
because we have a really good friend who lives in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, he's a
That's-
football guy. And you sells used cars or something. And then Todd Sheets is from St. Louis, Missouri. You know
Yeah.
Todd?
I don't know him in person, but
He's a
I do know-
filmmaker.
yeah, I know who he is. I don't know if he might even be on my friends list, but I don't know him where I've talked to him.
He came out last Friday and screened his latest movie, which is called Werewolves from Outer Space.
My dad says thank you. I'm surprised they're up, but I told them you were coming on tonight, so they're stayed up late. We're excited to see you.
Well, look that
Yeah,
up.
there's interesting messages coming through here. Can you see them? You can see them too, right?
Anything unless he pops it up, I see nothing.
Well, there should be a button. I don't know. On the phone, it might be different, but we got a lot of people here. Your husband's here, Kevin.
Yeah. He was saying there's like 75 people watching right now, and I'm like, I don't see anybody. I'm so sorry. I just clicked on now. That's good. I just see it now. Join the chat. A little late, but
Well, it's
Yeah.
really small on my phone, but But, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't see it, but you're on your phone too. I don't know if you're on the computer though. There should be. Yeah,
I-
there's
I just-
a way I think you can get it, but I don't know. I know it's a little trickier when you're not the host to find stuff. It's not even user friendly as a host sometimes, but as a guest, it's harder. But
So Eileen, I know you're going to the convention in Tennessee in November. And there's still tickets. Nothing's fully sold out, right, Jamie?
No, still have tickets available.
What was the question?
Doing a little bit of since tomorrow starts spooky season, we might even be doing a little spooky season sale tomorrow.
So
Ooh.
funny, I can't hear Jamie say.
he was saying he's gonna have a spooky season sale tomorrow.
Okay,
So
good.
people to look out for it. I know I feel terrible. You guys, me and Nicole will interpret between the two of you. But you can hear her though, right?
Yeah.
I can hear everybody except Jamie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to try to pop out and pop back in, Jamie. Maybe
Oh, don't do it.
no, don't do it.
Louder. Loud.
Hi.
Did it. Because there's echoes and everything. Is there any other conventions or anything that people can see you at if they miss that one? Also,
Well, we don't know what's going on next year. Hopefully, Days of the Dead in January in Vegas.
I really I'm going to talk to Bill Philpott just because Eileen was there and she was so busy that I could barely, she did
You
take.
just tell me you're going to pull everybody you know.
Ooh, I'll get everybody. We'll start a riot until he says yes, because we're having the red carpet for Skate to Hell the day before, and it just makes sense for everybody that's talents to be able to be at the Days of the Dead. We're going to be at the panel too. We have a panel Bill's putting for us for Desert Fiends. That's our first one, so it's a big deal, and I really
and also Clown Motel 3 is going to be there again.
Yep, Clown Motel 3 is October 25th in LA, and we've been marketing that today.
Are you coming out?
I can't hear you, Eileen.
Are you coming out for the screening? Who can hear me?
I can hear you. You can't hear her. She's asking if you're coming out.
I know. I was teasing. I don't want to answer.
What did she say? I can hear you, but you got excited. What did she? Are you coming out for the screening?
I probably not. Probably not.
And Halloween Hotness?
I went last year. Does that count? I went last year when I was on Alien Horde set, and then we went.
I know. I remember.
No. Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna do and you can tell your whole audience about that too. It's besides the animal charities, it's the best charity I know going. It's a charity for St. Jude's Hospital.
Yep.
And everybody comes in costume. And this year it's a masquerade. So it's just like all those masks and stuff like that. And this guy, Brian Schiff, puts it together at one of the wax museums on Hollywood Boulevard. And this time they're going to have a tribute to Michael Mahal and to Tony Todd. And I don't know anybody else, but I know Michael Mahal was just, what? What happened? And a lot of people lost their work because a lot of people worked for Michael.
I mean, he was making feature films like 3 a year, independent films. That's a big deal. And I finally got in one. And it was the best set I ever was on. The best set ever, Alien Horror. It was, everybody was very good. It was very cohesive. And then something happens because I invited him to Desert Fiends 2. He messaged me. He goes, Nicole, I can take pictures for you. Me and my brother could drop stuff off. I was like, I didn't need that. I should have pushed it though, because I didn't know. He's 39 years old. And that's the thing. So we have to appreciate, like I said, everybody being here right now, supporting, coming together. We don't know what tomorrow brings. So we have truly grateful for opportunities. So take them while you can. Yeah. I'm going to stop there.
Hold on 1 second. You guys talk.
No, I'm not going.
What time are you going?
Not for another 30 minutes.
But what was I going
No,
to say?
I was talking to Thomas.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
The aforementioned Thomas that Nicole mentioned.
Tell him, say hi, Thomas. Tell him Kevin and I say hi.
Nicole
Kevin,
says hi.
Is that Nicole?
He says hello back.
Is she working out?
Yeah.
On the keyboard
Oh,
that I couldn't get on the computer with again.
Oh no, Nicole! I was going to tell you. I think.
Hey, don't tell me we were on Facebook Live. What are you going to say? I'm going to get so nervous. What are you saying, Thomas? Tom?
I think you should have fun working out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you home?
He says that.
We are Facebook Live right now, so
Oh.
we're Facebook Live. So
All right. Well, have a good time, guys. I'm going to go hide in the back.
Nice. I got to see them. When was it? A couple of weeks back. And then I also got to see Eileen for a little bit in Nickel City Con in Buffalo. Even though I was with my family, it's very hard when you're with your family visiting. Like I couldn't just hang out with.
Because of you, I never got to go to the Buffalo Wing place.
Next time. So this year coming up in June, I promise you, I'm going to go get an Airbnb. I'm not going to stay with my mom because every single second of the day.
But I'm not going back.
You have to come back. You have to go back next year. You don't want to.
Very rarely do come back. I'd rather go. We'll have a private conversation here. I'd rather go to Frightmare in the Falls. The same people. They do a con in Buffalo and they do one in Canada, right opposite. The Canadian American.
Right by Niagara Falls.
He does wonderful shows.
I've heard.
Yeah, we love Rainbow Peak. I love Canada. They have the Clifton Hill there. I got my passport. It's fun, but when you're just visiting family, you're staying with family, I'm revolved around them. And I was like, oh man, I want to hang out with Eileen, but then I had this commitment with my mom and my sister-in-law and the kids, and I was like, I was only in the convention for like an hour. I should have just taken
an Uber over to the restaurant and gotten the wings myself. But I didn't think about it until later. It's like, I don't even know if they had DoorDash or anything like that.
You need to check out Duff's. Duff's is good. I mean, we have the Anchor Bar, of course, there, but Duff's is they have pizza logs that we don't have here. Loganberry drinks. Buffalo
Don't
has.
tell me about this, Nicole. I'm gonna have to choke you.
You can't from over there. I'm just teasing. Yeah, I'll be seeing Eileen though soon. I'll see her for the red carpet, and I talked to Sean, and I really just because I enjoy her so much, I really want her in our 4th feature film. That's something that hi Mindy, I really want to enjoy Eileen. So whatever we're doing for this 4th feature film, which is crazy, we like practical effects. We like deaths that are very innovative. That's why
I like to hire her.
I want innovative. I want people to be like, man, that was disturbing. For this day and age, what can be so disturbing? You have to create it. You have to also bring people in that also want the opportunity to be in film. They can learn learn it all. Learn in front and learn behind the scenes. And then if you get lucky enough, go to those conventions, connect with other talents, creators, filmmakers. Those conventions are amazing. Like when I was watching Eileen at the Days of the Dead, I mean, she couldn't even leave the table. Like they had it, like she couldn't even leave it. They had to get somebody to get her to go to the bathroom. Sometimes you have to have people walk you to the bathroom, or you'll never get back to anywhere. It gets busy.
Conventions, when they first started, they used to be a seller's market, and promoters used to. I mean, they pick you up at your house and take you to the airport. Now it's totally a buyer's market, and they do exactly what they want to do. There's so many people out there now that just, no, I don't want that. Yeah, I want that person. You know what I mean? They just really can pick and choose. I mean, Jamie Jameson goes to, I think, every Days of the Dead, and maybe he managed her. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, and also I want to share, because there's a lot of new filmmakers that are getting, maybe they just completed their first feature film and they want to bring name talents. You can always reach out to the agent or email Eileen so she can connect you so they can be able to bring names to their films. I feel that when you have names in your films, it's easier for distribution to pick up. It makes it easier. So when people are like, oh, I connected with her, or oh, I enjoy him, like they love that stuff. And throughout the scene, you can see your favorites in these independent films. I think independent filmmakers need to come together and support each other. I know the talents help share. Eileen's always sharing the film she's been in on her post. Connect with her, follow with her on Facebook, Instagram, check out her work on IMDb. Connect with her, and it's something that you'll be like, I'm so glad I did. I know a lot of people get nervous. I've seen people get nervous around her really bad.
No.
I don't know what to do when they get that nervous. I was just like, oh no, but she does. She's very gracious. And
well, Nicole, Gino, I was supposed to do another movie in November that's based on a children's series of books like Goosebumps. It's called Vampire's Vacation. But Gino moved the show to the spring because it's a summer. He suddenly realized it snows in Denver, and he's going to have some. He's going to have some big names in that show, and he's he's a good indie filmmaker too. So he's going to do it in the spring. We did another film called Compatible.
November
that I think is just coming out now. It's about dating links like you've never seen them.
Oh boy, I don't know. I'm out of that touch. I don't.
It's a new and unique dating site.
Look, so I like the creativity. So there's been 1,000 movies on, like either Ouija boards or vampires, but I like the twist. Ouija board, they did the Talk to Me where they did it through the hand, a little bit innovative, more creative. I like that kind of stuff. I don't know if you remember, I think it's Turkey Day or Thanksgiving Day or something. It was an independent filmmaker. Their kill scenes were really creative.
Yeah. I didn't see Thanksgiving. Did you see it, John? I think it's called Thanksgiving.
I did watch it. I got to rewatch it because I missed some scenes in it. But I did just watch Thanksgiving. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu at the moment, so I finally got a chance to watch it, and I was enjoying it. It was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
but there's there's a lot of them. Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of different ones.
But I do like it when I do come across a filmmaker, and like with Sean, he lets us be a little bit more innovative, creative. Eileen's really down for anything. Like if she could drown in blood, and she'll still do it gracefully. Just he didn't. Little spoiler alert with the.
Oh, you should say some of the things I did, and I played in Mrs. La Dee. I can't remember the name. I did some really. I played a woman with severe dementia. Maybe.
I know
Maybe she has severe dementia. And we're hoping to bring that to Sundance.
So there'll be a screening on it, so that they don't have. Are they past post-production? Are they past that post-production where it's ready to be packaged for distribution?
Well, they need to get it out by. I think they need to get it out by October, and we just shot it. So he's working day and night. But they have a distributor that works with Endeavor. Well, she's not a distributor. I don't know exactly what she was. She works with Endeavor, the old William Morris agency. So I think it should get to Sundance, and that would be cool.
Do you know? I know somebody that's on the board of Sundance. His name's JT Molnar. He's the one that just did the screenplay for The Long Walk with Stephen King, and his other movie that just came out was Strange Darling. I've been friends with his family for 14 years. And this is a year where they're not going to have Franklin Brothers Haunted Houses, because I would have connected you, Eileen, to him if they would have had it open this year. I know.
We're going to go see a double bill a couple weeks ago with, I wanted to go see Weapons and The Long Walk. Stephen King got a lot of blowback because he can.
It just is.
He got very political, and he got a lot of blowback about that.
Well, it'll be redirected, and it'll probably be forgiven because I love Stephen King's work. I liked it. Is it Sleepwalkers? I like The Scare. I like that he let JT Molnar. I was like, oh, I'm messaging him now, JT, and I was like, weren't you supposed to say something about Desert Fiends? Better not lie to me, because when I see him again, and I will see him in person again sooner or later. And I'm really proud that he was able to break through the threshold, because you know how hard it is.
Is Desert Fiends 2 as good as Desert Fiends 1?
What?
That's a leading question, isn't it?
She's wondering, is Desert Fiends 2 going to be better than Desert Fiends 1?
Well, I didn't have Eileen Dietz and Scout Compton.
I know. That was the hardest thing. I know a lot of people wanted to come back, and I had a lot of people calling, and I'm just like, you got to talk to Sean. And then Sean's like, you got to talk to Nicole. I was like, no, Sean, you're not doing this to me. But it was hard.
Basically, should not get killed in the film that you think it's going to be a franchise.
Nope.
Unless they bring you back like weird, like on Clown Motel 3. Because I got killed in Clown Motel 2. They kill you. You're kind of, bye.
Yes, it is better. It is that Desert Fiends 2 should be ready by December. Cameron just did a really good cut on it. We have all the paperwork. We'll have Kevin download it, and we'll be ready. The thing is, by December, we have in January the red carpet event for Skate to Hell. Then we have the Days of the Dead, and then we'll be doing the campaigning for the fourth feature film that I'm working with Sean on. So we have to be careful, because that distribution part is, you have to have all the property, all the talent, all the crew, all the people filming from home, all the release forms, and you got to compile.
Someone just wrote below that Desert Fiends was hysterical.
That's
keep reading the banner things that I can read, because I don't want to put glasses on.
So Kevin got to see a rough cut of it, and Kevin, he snorted stuff out of his nose. I looked at him like he couldn't control himself. He laughed his head off the whole time, like it was just everywhere. So it is funny. I love the scenes with certain people that, there's like Vanessa Angel that we've seen in Kingpin. She usually doesn't do non-union, so it was a big deal for her to be part of it. We had Marty Kleba from Pirates of the Caribbean, and Douglas Tate. He did a lot of. He just did. I think he was on the set of Something 2. It's a teddy bear movie. What? Help me out. Teddy bear, scary movie.
What?
What's that movie? They're filming a number
Oh,
2.
Ted?
No, it's
Isn't
what?
that called Ted?
No, it's like it's a big popular movie. No,
Yeah, I thought it was called Ted.
no, something more.
No, what's it called? The Talking Teddy Bear.
No, it's the killer movie. It has Joseph Polican in it because he's the one who starred in Skate to Hell too. It's popular. It has like the animatronic creatures that kill people.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Just Freddy. Yeah, Kevin just did. I'm like, I would die if there was a timer, and I'm trying to get help here. Like trying to. So Five Nights at Freddy 2. He just did that. And there's like, Eric Roberts, Robert Lizardo, there's a whole bunch. So you just have to look on IMDb. I just like, you can't.
Okay, listen, guys, it's 2 minutes of 8, 2 minutes till 8 out here in Hollywood, California. And I gotta go. We've done this for 2 hours.
No, kind of.
We did 2 hours behind the scenes in a sense, but it's been fun, and we really appreciate you taking the time. And we still did 40 minutes, which is great. I think that's a great show. It's been a blast talking to you. I'm sure it's been fun for you not hearing Jamie, but he does hear you. And,
I'm sure we'll spend a lot of time in November at the show.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk a lot.
Oh,
I get along really well with promoters.
yeah, you're gonna like Jamie. He's a great guy, and I'm sure you guys are gonna get along great.
Bill Philpott was the first show I ever did, and the first managers I ever knew, along with Sean. We've known each other 25 years or something. It's a long time.
Who do you know?
Anyway, I really do have to go finish packing and stuff like that. Want to see something cool? Can you see this?
No.
Can you
Ooh,
see
yeah.
Oh,
I have my Funko Pop somewhere. I bought it from you. That Reagan.
it's a poster. It was just sitting on the couch. That's why I was showing it to you. It's just.
I can't wait to hear how everything goes at this upcoming event that you're going to, and you'll share it afterwards. I know.
Then I'll post it afterwards.
After, yes, and take lots of pictures with the 2 of your other fellow talent actors that you'll be there with. They got very fortunate. They're the first of this group, and that's all I can give away. I know I didn't. Like, zipped it, locked it, and like Tom Arnold said in the line to me, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket.
Lisa Wilcox is coming with me.
Lisa Wilcox and Douglas Tate. Mm-hmm.
No, Douglas isn't going.
He's
He's doing a movie in India instead.
Sorry, that's
Korea. Wait a minute. No, I think he's shooting a movie in Korea. And he said they were paying him so much money, there was no way. He was going to go to Puerto Rico, too, and he opted out of that one.
Oh, well, he must be a big.
Well, movies always come first, I think, with most of us.
Well, I mean, because you do get, Good job for Doug that we didn't know that was happening. It's so weird because he came here with somebody, we met the person that owns the convention. And it's just different. That's all. You never know what's coming. That's what I'm saying. Things change like that. I got to keep up with this pace here. See, Eileen knows stuff that shocked me. So
I should write a book. Oh, I did write a book.
You wrote
I should promote my book, Exercising My Demons.
An actor's
Get it from me. Just come to Eileen Dietz 11 at Gmail or Facebook. Don't buy it on Amazon. And there's an audio book out for those people who like audiobooks. But you are invited to talk to me on Facebook or at Eileen Dietz 11 at gmail.com. Now that's Eileen Dietz 11 at gmail.com. You know how they do that on late night TV?
We'll have to send because I have it written out here too, and I did buy the book off of Amazon. I'll go
Don't
buy
buy it at Amazon. Number one, I don't get any money, and you can't get it autographed. Amazon's so cheap.
But I'm going to do the audio. I'll purchase the audio so that way I can get back on my treadmill. That's why
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Right.
All right.
I'm
Well,
always
we
the last
appreciate
person to
you.
leave a party, but I gotta go.
No.
Jamie,
You
I'll
did
see you
you.
in a couple weeks.
Yes.
And
Okay.
John, you too. And this
Oh,
is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
it's going to be a great
Bye.
weekend. See you later, Eileen. Thank you. Eileen Dietz.
Bye.
She has to go, but now I'm gonna have to message Douglas Tate.
Doug, yeah.
Doug, oh Doug, did you forget to mention something?
Get on that Doug Tate.
Oh, no.
Don't let his size full, don't let it intimidate you.
No, I'm gonna have to message her too because I'm gonna tell her safe travels. I know she's very excited, and I'm gonna let her know. Do you know? First, I'm gonna confirm it with Doug, and then I'm gonna go talk to Lisa and be like, "Did you know that Doug's not going?" We got to confirm things first, though.
I see Doug at Scarefest. If you need me to give you an extra word for you, I'll let him know. I'll be like, you really upset some people.
Oh no, he's cool.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, I got to meet him a couple years back on a set, Pay to Die, that's not out yet, and then we had him for Skate to Hell, and then we had him for Desert Fiends 2, which oh my gosh, him and Marty Kleba, disgusting. Sorry, this seems gross.
Well, he's going to be at Memphis.
Yeah, we got Martin Kleba's going to be in Memphis.
Oh, is that so? Just kidding. Well, he does good. He did really good with his scenes. And what I like is, I think when other fellow talents have been in showbiz a while know that there's an opportunity for them to work together, it makes it so much easier for like the producers or the directors to cast certain people. Then it makes it so much better. But
you may have to make your way out to Memphis with all these people from all your films going.
It's like a reunion. But the thing is, I started 4.5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in February. So I have to have things come out. I have to show that I can fully complete films. And then also, I did go SAG, I think in September, because I had 3 Taft Hartleys, and some lady called me and said, I can't be on a SAG set if I don't pay the $3,000. I was like, you're forcing me? She goes, Nicole, we're not forcing you. You just can't go. I was like, I don't even have a name. I don't even have anything. So I don't even know how I got called on that. But, there's a fine line with, working right to work states. There's like little things that you got to be careful for in this showbiz that I'm learning. But the most part is connecting, collaborating. Yes, Mindy, she wrote 3 books. She's in Clown Motel 3. She's a fellow veteran. She's amazing. So I'll probably see her at the Days of the Dead. That's what we're talking about right now. She'll be at the red carpet for Skate to Hell. But to be able to, hi, Matthew Clark. Yeah. Oh, now see, you know what? This is probably from now. Hi, Matthew. So there are good people, and there's a lot of people that when they work with you, they can speak up and say, hey, this person was great. They stepped up in other areas. What's good about non-union films is that anybody can help out. Anybody can pitch in. It's good to be able to learn about the crew side, though. Learn about the stunts. Yeah, I know. Eileen did not. I bought a book from Amazon, her book, that Exercising My Demons, An Actress Journey to the Exorcist and Beyond. She made that in 2013. She was like, Nicole, take it back. I was like, I'm not taking it back. But I thought I was moving, so it's all packed now in the garage somewhere. So I'm going to have to just buy another one with the audio because I probably won't read it. My maybe ADHD level is not going to permit me to fully read something and not do other things that I have to get done. There is a lot. So that's another thing, too, for Skate to Hell. Lee Wydell, original Ghostface. So I got to, he's solid. He's so good.
Yeah, I'll see him at Missouri HorrorCon a couple of weeks.
I have to really be thankful. I wasn't, in the beginning, I was too busy trying to figure out all this process of the showbiz. And then there's been people in it that have been in it a lot longer, and they check on me and they see how I'm doing, or they kind of give me a heads up to, watch out for certain people and everything. Because when you're new and you never thought you'd go into something, and then all of a sudden they pull you into the deep end, and you're like, I don't think I should be in this deep end yet. That's where I was. I was like, wait, I think I need to be in that shallow end over there. And like, oh no, you're okay. You can be with us. I'm like, let me figure out what that means. But Lee Wydell, he did for part of it, with the knife, with the ghost face. He did that. Yeah. He started wiping off the knife. We had Oliver Robbins, which was from my favorite movie, Poltergeist. Oliver Robbins, you didn't get him, Jamie? He has. Do you got him?
No.
Oh with his clown. He didn't have the clown at the Days of Dead. I said, "Where's that clown?" I would have paid $100 for that picture with the clown, even though he would do it for free. I still pay. I don't know, like, and then there's no weird like barter thing. I just paid it, and that's it. But I love Poltergeist. He got to be in Skate to Hell, and he makes a little gesture about how he doesn't like static. And then Lisa, are you gonna have Lisa at yours? Lisa Wilcox?
No.
Sorry, you like that?
You're giving the poor lady a heart attack, Jamie.
So she did her scene with her nunchucks from Nightmare on Elm Street. So she brought that in. I love those little tidbits and everything like that. I love, and there's other ones too from the other talents. And they had a good time. The only thing is for that Skate to Hell, I was working full time and I had a family and I had to do all the locations. Sean had to help me out with one location because I couldn't find a shelter. Nothing. I begged. It's like, I will do extra volunteer work, 100 hours, whatever it is, please. And they couldn't because they didn't want to disrupt the food service and all that. So Sean found area 5150. And I was like, what is that? And everybody knew, it seems like in this town, but me, it's a swingers club. And when we went in there was some stuff. And you don't want to stuff in there. So there was some, and the one guy, Michael, the talent, Michael Monahan, he's putting his hand in the hole of something. They call it glory hole or something like that. And Kevin put a black lane there. So, Jenna Jameson and her time, Jessie Lawless, her wife, she was like dry heaving Jessie Lawless. She's like, I can't, like the black. But he opened it up and it was very creative because it worked. That place worked. And it was really cool because it was very peculiar. There was, good night, Marie. You're missing the best. She doesn't want to hear this one. But 9 locations in 2 weeks was a lot because you pretty much have to wear all the hats. I got all the crafty. I picked up the food. Kevin helped clean up. Joel helped clean up. We did have some PAs like Guillermo Ramos and Michelle Parada. So we started getting help on the second feature. But the first feature, it was like, you will lose some weight. You want to lose weight and you're like, oh, I got extra. Go work on a non-union set. You will lose weight like you've never lost weight before because you're constantly moving, carrying, cleaning, transportation, making sure the paperwork, everything. It's different. And behind the scenes when things come together too, I'm going to do a tidbit and they want to know. And I was inspired by Drag Me to Hell. The one scene where she gets puked in her mouth. Well, I wanted to get puked in my mouth and skate down. And I wanted real bugs and mealworms and all that. Yeah. And
don't let the pretty face fool you. She's tough.
I only did it once. I'm never doing it again though. And we had 2 people puke and 1 dry heave on the set. It's pretty gross. But in non-union, you can get away with that. There's really no rules, which I kind of like because you can do these.
To make people grow up.
They're welcome. That's what you do. You make them feel something. It could be sick and repulsed, but it's something. It's not boring. You can't ever say it's boring. There's things that you want to bring in. And Sean does let me little tidbits thing. I'm like, Sean, is it okay if we do this? And he's I hear him giggle, and he's like, oh yeah, I think we could work that out. There's other things. I like the creativity. I didn't know about it until I started working with Sean that we can open up things a lot.
Well, yeah, you guys, I mean, when it comes to my good friend Patrick, when it comes to, Sean's movies, especially Desert Feeds, it doesn't pull. I mean, there's a lot of things you probably never really seen or expect to see. It's a wild, no holds barred movie with a lot of comedy and a lot of creative kills and scenes and makeup. If you haven't had a chance to see it, Jamie, don't bring the kids around, but it's a good watch. It's fun.
You have a kid that didn't make it. That was my 11-year-old son. He's now 14. Like he encountered the only thing is I learned from the first one, like the editing process. I wasn't really part of it. I just figured whoever he hired, that's it. But with Skate to Hell, we looked over every scene by scene to make sure it was a good flow. Things weren't too long or too short. Because when you're new, like when Sean reached out to me, I had less than 2 years in showbiz. can you believe, I told him that. I still talk to him to this day. I'm like, can you believe you trust me to come out to Vegas, because he's in California, to trust somebody less than 2 years in to help you make a feature film? Who does that? And he goes, it worked out. I said, it did, but what happens if it didn't? I think
that feeling, his instincts were right. Sometimes it's instincts too when it comes to stuff like that. And you probably seen that you could do it. Like you saw what you had, what it takes, and you'd learn it if you didn't know it.
Well, he found out. We did work well as a team, and then we did more with this, and he didn't hold back then. And that's, it's not like Desert Fiends. That's is crude. Like once you see Desert Fiends, Jamie, and you see what this really is, their faces, then you'll know. A lot of people can't tell. A lot of people can't.
I'm not telling him nothing. He's gonna have to watch it going cold.
Watch it. I know. It's like, how could you not? It's clear as day to me. A lot of people think that the one mutant is Thanos. I said, oh, you are in for a treat with the one with the goggles. I don't want to ruin what it is, but they do discover what mutant problems with being a mutant is. So without giving it away, it is free on Tubi. Please check it out. If we ever do good, and we keep building the fan base and other people and bigger investors, because if you get worldwide distribution like we did with this one, which we'll announce once we're in the process of trying all the paperwork and the trailer, all the stuff that it needs to be done to the distribution. I'm hoping that other conventions will include us and other people can connect to what we bring and what we get to do, and opportunities for them to work with us. And I love that part. So it's just a lot of work to get to that part.
Quite a few people were in Desert Fiends that were even at Memphis last year. Brett Wagner was in that. He's one of the main roles in there. So
Brett, he finally stayed at my house. Finally, and when I put my house for sale, he's like, if I could afford it, I would have bought it. And I really wanted to move to Florida, but here I am in Vegas, and people would make jokes like, oh, are you going to change your name to Nicole Florida, Nicole Orlando? I said, no, I was actually going to stop filming. I was going to move to Florida, work for $10 an hour at Disney. That was going to be my life. But no, something kept me here in Vegas. And, then other things opened up. So I can't share, but there's another filmmaker. He's going to be making a second feature film, but he's a very well-known actor. And that's all I can leave it at until he brings it to light. And then I can share it with you. And hopefully you can do an interview with him. Or I can do it off the record, but you just can't ever share. He's probably watching right now. He'll be like, don't you dare, Nicole. Don't you say it.
He's not watching the show. He's just making sure you don't spoil things.
Yeah, I know people will be like, don't you do it. But the next one coming up, besides that, I'm working with Mandy and Anthony, and I'm going to be working Killer Pizza.
Yeah, that's fun.
In New York, I know, and they did some perk thing, and people made a big deal. But it's opportunities to work with certain people. So if you want to work with certain people and they give you the opportunity, do it, because you just don't know if you'll get to do it again. I know. Do you want to be killed? Pretend killed, people. Pretend killed, or do you want to I'm actually pretty good at it. So I had 5 people buy perks with me through that Clown Motel. I'm Saber Sparkles in it, and she's playful. They wanted like a Harley Quinn look, so Joe Kelly gave me free range for the look. But that white to be all, I touch everything. You'll know everywhere I went because there's like white smudged on everything. So next time maybe I don't want to over elaborate with full white makeup for a clown. Yep. There's going to be some. I want to go to the Nickel City Con, HorrorCon, and connect there and kind of showcase and connect. Oh, I bet you do, Mindy. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. I know Mindy pretty well. I'm just saying. I'm not associated with that. No, I think there's a lot of people that want to show that they can do it. So give them the opportunity, but at the same time, there's people that you do give the opportunity and they really can't. They can't step up. They can't. It's smoke and mirrors. I want legit. So unless they can show me they've done the work, I can't take the risk anymore, because if not, it always falls back on me. So is there anything, Jamie, too? I know it's getting long, in the interviews. When did you start? Like, what can you share a little bit about your Memphis MonsterCon? How did you come about, having this happen?
So Memphis has never really had a dedicated horror convention. We've got really good like Comic-Cons, anime conventions, and stuff like that. So it was a scratch that, or an inch that needed to be scratched for the city. But I've done conventions all across the country, all across the world. A lot of people know I used to work with Stan Lee. So I've done conventions in Dubai, Japan, Australia, Canada, all across the U.S. So I kind of brought what I learned through all those conventions into Memphis MonsterCon.
Do you have anybody? I'm going to look you all up right after this because I don't know too much about you. Like I said, I've been in 4.5 years and there's a lot to learn. I mean, it's not like I wanted this my whole entire life. I had no idea about anything. People mentioned, like you mentioned that guy. I don't know who he is. Don't hate me though. I will learn.
Well, Stan Lee is a legend. If you didn't know who Stan Lee was, you got to look. Spider-Man. He created all those comics you see.
All the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe.
Oh, okay, then that's a big deal. That's
huge.
I watched it. I just never, like I said, I grew up in the 80s, like Poltergeist, Pumpkinhead, Witchboard, things like Stay Tuned. I like the creativity of that. Problem Child. I just didn't know. Like, and then even now, like there's times where I wanted to pull back and just have my normal life again. And I don't think I'm allowed to turn back right now. I think I have to stay in it. And I would love to check out your Memphis MonsterCon. And I know it's in November. I'll have to look into this. Like I said, I had that big thing coming up in January where I'm pretty much putting together the whole red carpet. And we're like halfway sold with the seats. It's 210 seats. And then we're going to be 3 days at the Days of the Dead. And, first time on a panel. I'm actually meeting Summer, the one that does the hosting for the panels. Well, I get to talk to her. She called me and she let me know she's going to be in Vegas on the 2nd. So I'm going to see her in 2 days. And I signed her up for this Cartzilla. We're going to be in this big mobile shopping, like it looks like a shopping cart touring the Vegas Strip, like tourists. You got to go in style. That a big shopping cart, why not? But it's just learning curve. And I know you said you traveled all over and now you're giving people the opportunity that love horror, that grew up on it, maybe inspired to make their own feature film. I love that you're giving these opportunities for people to come together. And I think come to Memphis if you can. Try.
My mother's asking you.
I know.
I'm upset my mother. Jamie will tell you it's not a good idea.
I'll do my best, but like I said, right now I was doing other things.
Well, I got that place. I told him I'm actually looking at going into Vegas in January as long as the things line up. I got the hotel because I had a free hotel. So my mom's been talking about Vegas for a while, so we're gonna look into that after. But we got to get to Memphis first, and we can't wait to. I mean, it's gonna be a fun event. So hopefully you can make it out there because, like I said, Jamie puts on a great show. Great guest list this year, great vendors, food trucks, really good food trucks. You've added so much. The cosplay is a big part of it. You added a bunch of different things this year. Is there any new things that you wanted to talk about tonight, like that you're bringing that we haven't talked about yet?
No, I think we've pretty much touched on everything. Bringing the retro gaming, the retro arcades are going to be there. We're also going to have the silent auction this year to benefit the Mid-South Food Bank. We're going to be auctioning off all the autographed banners from last year. Plus, we've got a lot of people that have been donating stuff. It's all going to go to a great cause here, in the Mid-South. Yeah. I
like the links. Can you please, John, help me? Like when we get done with this, put all the links in there and I can share it because if not, no one's going to look it up and say, what did they just say? We have to put it on the post.
We'll make sure we get everything like Memphis MonsterCon we want to get since Eileen was kind enough to join us and she's got so much stuff out there. I want to make sure we post some of her films that people might not have had a chance, like with Desert Fiends you got and Skate to Hell that's coming out, but also she was in Abnormal Attraction and some really good ones, and I'm looking forward to checking out the one on YouTube where she's
very, very little. She says 5'1", but I think she's like maybe 4'10" right now. She's very little.
At least 5'2" on the camera.
I think so. She's very petite. And if you haven't her, I know I got her these electro lights, like from, I don't know if you have a Costco near you. They had the VPAC electro lights, the sugar. She loves those. Those keep her going. They keep her hydrated because for anybody that's main talent, they're usually picking up something. They're not feeling good. So at Days of the Dead, someone's like, Nicole, do you have any of those? Someone's not feeling well. So you give them one of those packets. You got
You'll have to remind me. I'll make sure I pick up some of those electrolytes. Just to remind me, because my brain goes all over the place. It's always something going on. After starting this weekend, I got 3 cons in a row. And so I'm bringing in the Alien Warrior 1986 Xenomorph, Carl Toop. He's coming to.
I shouldn't be like that.
He did this last time, and it was just me and him. So I had to film for a few minutes by myself, where I'm just not just like.
Oh my gosh, he is too much. It is cracking up.
I switched to Wi-Fi. I lost you as soon as I was saying, but I wanted to give a big shout out before we end the show because we're going over an hour right now, and I know I got. It went fast though. It went fast. It was great that Eileen was able to stick around a little longer than I thought she would be able to. So that was a lot of fun. Always fun with you, Jamie. We're going to have another show, or we're going to keep the road to Memphis is going. I know you're up to a ton. I got 3 shows in a row in October, starting with Slash and Bash in Topeka, Kansas. My buddy Carl Toop's going to be there, my parents, my guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Diane Franklin from Better Off Dead.
Yeah, I talked to her because she was going to do a cop role, and I used to be a cop 9 years ago. So she was my brain and everything like that. It was a couple of years back at the Days of the Dead. I haven't seen her since, though, but very sweet talent. Hope you get to work with her one day. She seems very fun to be around.
I'll tell you said hi when we get there. And then the following week, luckily all these are close other than Scarefest. And then the following week, I'm going out to Missouri HorrorCon in Springfield. And Carl's joining me 2 weeks in a row, the 86 Xenomorph. Awesome guy, one of my favorite people in the world. You got to meet him sometime. I'd love you to meet him as well, Jamie. Really great guy. Become such a great friend. And then we're going into Scarefest. We got Joe Castro, SFX beast. He's a beast. And
I'm on Clown Motel 3, so I'm sawing off legs. And I'm going to give you a heads up. Anybody that's working on set, wear underwear. I swear to goodness, because they had to make a 3rd leg for this guy sawing off a leg, and he's like, I don't have any underwear. I go, I swear to goodness, if anything comes out of that hole, I'm sawing it with this rusty, biggest 5-foot saw ever. So wear underwear, people. Bring underwear. Don't go commando to set.
And clean underwear, preferably.
Wear something.
But then we're rocking in Scarefest with Danny Hassel sitting with us at the table and Joe Castro. So, I mean, that's going to be a lot of fun. We're at the end cap of Celebrity Row. And then 3 weekends after that, we roll into Memphis. And that's one of my favorites on my list of shows to do. Not only because Jamie's a great guy and my family loves it, but I also get to do the panels on that. And that's a lot of fun just sitting down there. I got to sit with Ken Forey. And a lot of these guys I've gotten to know over the years. Ken Sagos, who joined me in Oklahoma City. You don't know any of them. Jamie knows who they are. But I mean, it's a lot of fun to sit up there with a Ken Forey or a Tyler Main or, John Dugan. I got to interview. Listen, Dave.
That's Skate to Hell.
Yeah.
John Dugan worked. Yeah, he's on Skate to Hell with us. And I don't know if you know that singer Sebastian Bach.
Yeah, Skid Row.
Well, I didn't know him until he came into the store, and his daughter is in a movie scene of Skate to Hell too. I know all these things. I know there's a lot of, but John Dugan, yeah, he's fun. He signed up
Grandpa
model and
yeah,
better, and everybody is good though. If you look up on IMDb the Skate to Hell, you'll see the talents that are on there. I mean, it's a fun list. He does. I mean, Joe Castro, I know he worked with Dirty Joe Gonzalez. I know you know Dirty Joe.
I wore the prosthetic that Joe had for that Joe Castro made. So it's kind of all ties in. And even last week when we were on, or the last show, I kept mixing up Joe Castro and Joe Gonzalez, and then Ken Forey and Ken Sagos, and it's like like I said earlier, I was calling it, Des Moines, and it's like
you meant well. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, I always mean well, but it never. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's all good. I'm really excited about this whole trip. You got to look into coming to Memphis, Jamie. I can't wait to see you as well, my friend.
Thank you for
And
being
we'll-
here, patient. Thank you for being pleasant, nice, and very quiet though, because we talk a lot, huh?
Jamie's always quiet, though. He even says it. I'm like, man, I feel like I didn't give you. He's like, man, I just like sitting back and kind of enjoying it. If I could add something, I will. But that's just Jamie. I've learned that the hard way. But he always, when he speaks, he's got something important to say. So that's always
Yes,
good.
that's for the Memphis Monster Con. You have a group page, so the best way people can do is add their friends and family to it. Invite. I think that will help grow your page. I haven't seen your page, but I will go on there.
Well, I posted a lot in the Doomsday Crypt group. So if you want to share it out as well, Eileen will be there. We got the whole guest list is great. You'll have to check it out. And it's a great show. It's a lot of fun. So if you can make Memphis, anybody out there. Jamie's also said he's running. Look for those sales tomorrow. And it's always affordable. It's an affordable weekend. And
It's a for real sale, right? You're not going to take it back.
No, Jamie's a man of his word. He's a man of his word. And he's run some really good sales, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss the show if you're around. You
Yeah.
don't. It's a good weekend, an affordable weekend.
What were you saying, Jamie? You just said something.
Starts at midnight tonight.
Oh.
We always try to make, the con as affordable as we can. Everybody, make sure we got free parking. We just want folks to come out and have fun.
Ooh.
And if anything like last year, this year is going to be, I think it's going to be even better. And last year was so much fun. I can't wait till November post-Halloween fun. Continue over that rollover and not miss the scary season because it's still here. Scary season's always here, and Jamie's extending it for us. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Jamie Wright. And we will see you soon. We'll announce another Road to Memphis. Plan a Scarefest stream with Danny Hassel and Joe Castro coming on. Adam Newsom was there. He'll be sitting with us. He's going to be Joe Castro's mannequin to mold. And anybody who knows Adam, wrestler, big guy, he's going to come up with something cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great things planned for all these events and finishing off at Memphis with a ton of fun. We'll have some more roads to Memphis coming. I'm sure you'll be on again soon, Nicole. And thank you, chat. Thank you. We love you guys. I appreciate all the support. Happy birthday, Dad. Love you. And until next time, guys, peace out. All right.